Shalom, my Gen Zionist warriors. I just want to check I'm in the right place. Raise your hand if you're a Zionist. That's what I like to see. Now, it's my job to explain things, but you don't need me to tell you there is a new bully in the yard. For years, they've spread their hate and their lies. They've chased Jews out of campus spaces. They've brainwashed gullible students into thinking that being progressive means being pro-terror. And since October 7th, they feel emboldened. By now, you all know the truth. The Gen Z campus Tentifada is a war on you. But there is just one problem. These bullies have picked on the wrong Jews. Because you are not Gen Z, you are Gen Zionist. And Gen Zionists stand up to the bullies. On campus after campus, Jewish students are putting up a fight against the anti-Semites, one they thought they would never face. They want to scare you, to silence you, to shout you into submission. But you are mobilizing in force to show them that Jews fight back, Jews answer back, and Jews have each other's backs. Because being Gen Zionist means standing up to the bullies. Don't let anyone call you names. Don't let anyone push you around. Don't let anyone make you feel ashamed of who you are. They will tell you you are not cool. But there is nothing cooler than being yourselves. Because who you are is Zionists, and Zionists are fearless. Zionists stand up for themselves and stand up for each other. Now, while your Gen Zionist brothers and sisters here in Israel are facing down Hamas in Gaza, you can face down the Hamas fangirls on your college campuses. And when Gen Zionists here in Israel are abducted by Hamas, you have got to keep sticking up. Poster after poster, building alliances with other groups on campus and demanding that the evil Hamas regime let them go. On October 7th, young Israelis woke up to rocket sirens and discovered that the adults were not in the room. They grabbed their weapons and they ran to defend their homes from attack. They stood up and they took responsibility for themselves. Gen Zionist is a generation of heroes. I'm talking about heroes like Anna Shapira, who was at the Nova Music Festival. And when Hamas terrorists threw grenades into the shelter where he and other partygoers were hiding, he threw 7 grenades back out at the terrorists until the 8th one took his life. I'm talking about heroes like Omer Nutra, who grew up on Long Island in New York, came here to join the IDF, and got abducted by Hamas while he was defending his country as a tank commander in southern Israel. He's still there, and Hamas must let him go. I'm talking about Gen Zionist leaders and Gen Zionist heroes on campus, like Jewish warrior princess Adela Kohav and Harvard wunderkind Shabbos Kestenbaum, who didn't just complain about anti-Semitism, they sued their colleges. You are Gen Zionist, and this is your moment to be leaders. This is your moment to be heroes. Now, I know many of you are worried about losing friends if you talk to them about Israel. But you know what? We don't care. Because Israelis your age have also lost friends in this war, but they lost those friends because they were gunned down at a music festival or stolen from their beds, not because they had an argument about politics. We've got to realize one thing. The adults aren't coming to save us. This is on us now. This is on you now. This is your moment. And if you don't have those difficult conversations, nobody else will. And you've got to do it, because someone here tonight at this event goes to college right now with the future president of the United States of America. And how do you want them to remember Israel and remember Jews from their formative years on campus? As people who cowered and were afraid to speak up for themselves and speak up for the truth, or those who bravely stood up to the campus Tentifada? The brave Jewish resistance of Jewish students standing up for themselves and for each other. We need you to be the young Jewish resistance, to resist the lies, to resist the hate, to stand up for yourselves, because if you don't, nobody else will stand up for you. When the anti-Semites raised a clenched fist, we respond with a powerful fist bump to each other. Like in that amazing video of the Israeli Special Forces officer, and the fist bump that he gave hostage Almog Meir Jan when he rescued him in that heroic rescue mission in the heart of Gaza. They stand for violence and hate. We stand up for each other. We need you to rise up. Not against your countries like the anti-Israel mob who hate America and hate Britain and hate France. Rise up for your countries. Rise up for freedom. Rise up for self-respect. Tonight on the buses back to your hotels, Taglit has printed 2,000 of these Gen Zionist t-shirts. For you to wear back on your campuses as the official swag, the official merch, the official uniform of the Jewish resistance against the campus Tentifada. And we need you to resist. Resist by living your best lives. Resist by being proud, happy Jews, because the haters want to make your lives miserable. And there is nothing that the anti-Semites hate more than a happy Jew. So every time you smile as Jews, every time you laugh as Jews, every time you live as Jews, you stick one big Gen Zionist victory sign in the faces of those who want to beat you down. This is our moment. This is your moment, Gen Zionists, to be heroes, to show the world that Gen Zionist stands up to bullies.